Welcome to a whole new episode of Buy Your Home with Nichols. I'm Chris Nichols and I'm here to show you some properties today. Today we are standing outside of 1660 Latana here in Turlock, California. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and it's listed for $315,000. This home is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath. It's a little over 1,100 square feet. Now in California, when you ever have a fire in a home, sometimes the insurance comes in. And this home was actually burnt down to the ground. The home here that we see here, it was torched everywhere. The insurance came in, we actually took the house all the way down the studs, and we brought everything new, including the ventilation, the floors, the walls, the kitchen, the windows, the roof. There's not a home that is more brand new in this neighborhood, because the great thing about an insurance company is if something happens, they actually stepped up to the plate, helped us out, and rebuilt this home. This kitchen in this insurance remodel has granite countertops, Whirlpool appliances. We have a farm-like kitchen sink, dishwasher that, you know, if you looked at the last episode, dishwashers came in 1976 and they are a must-have now in the state of California, and everybody who eats needs a dishwasher. And so with that said, this home here has just been redone. It's so inviting. And again, if you look at the other homes in the neighborhood, I sold one right on the other block. You walked in the house and it was nowhere near as updated or as inviting as this home is here. If you can look here on the granite countertops, what I love about this granite countertops is the smooth edges. Most granite comes out rough, and so it does take a little bit more when you actually come and curve the edges. It's a little bit more expensive, but it shows the detail and workmanship and craftsmanship that they have in this home. Walking into this, one of our producers comes in and he goes, "When do you ever see a fireplace in the kitchen?" I said, "Well, right here." And he goes, "Well, it kind of throws the candlelight dinner out." He goes, "You can just make a fire." And I said, "Absolutely." So what happens in these type of homes, if we look over here, it's actually a step down. If you have a step down in a fireplace, it's too hard because you cannot build a mantle inside and down. It won't warm up correctly. So with that said, this is why the fireplace comes over here. It's raised, it's a little bit higher in the foundation. And if you look back over here, it's actually a step down. So on step downs, some people don't like them, but it does give a nice little elevation platform to the home, and it makes it a little bit more unique. I'm a big fan of it, and I think it's great. In Latana, this T-bone Buchanan built home, it's set up, why we call it a T-bone home is it's shaped in a T. You have your living room and your kitchen up front and the bedrooms in the back. So this is an entry-level home, but on these entry-level homes, what's so nice is the newness of this property, because the insurance company came in and they did everything. One thing that I really love about this home is the floors. If you can actually feel how soft the carpets are, people don't realize that the reason why carpets are so soft, it's because the pad underneath. They make an 8-pound pad, a 9-pound pad, and an 11-pound pad. So when you're walking on a carpet and it feels nice and soft like a cloud, it's not the carpet, it's actually the pad underneath, and that is the secret to make a carpet so soft. Now carrying on with that is in this master bedroom here, what the insurance company did is they actually installed motion sensor lights. So when you walk into the room, the lights open up, but make sure if you're sleeping at nighttime, shut the sensor off. There's a button here that shuts the sensor off. And if you get up in the middle of the night, or if you toss and turn, guess what's gonna happen? That light's gonna come on, and don't worry, it's not a ghost. It's just motion activated. So older homes built before 1989 have these big, beautiful yards. As you can see behind me, this yard here is almost 1/5 of an acre, has RV access, what we'll show in here in a second, and we have an alley on the back way. So the great thing about alleys on the back way people put their garbage, city services come through, and usually you have your underground piping built under, and your sewer and your city water is usually in the back, and so it's really easy for vendors to come in to see if there's any issues with the house because they can tap in the water through the alley. So alleys are a great way for city services to come in and actually assist you if you have any issues with the house. And this big backyard, which is great here, is there's room for the kids to play. In our area, one thing that is always overlooked is RV, recreational vehicle parking. RV spots usually give you about 10,000 extra additional in value. In our area, people love to go camping, fishing, climbing, hiking, getting on a quad or a four-wheel. And you know, here in our area, there's only 2-car garages. And so with this is why it's so important to have, is you actually have extra space for your toys. And you know, being a guy who loves toys, this is what's make this house so great, because if you are that guy who wants to go out camping, fishing, boating, hunting, whatever it may be, this is the spot for you, and this house could be yours for $315,000. So if you have any questions about this home, please call the number below me, Chris Nichols, at 209-777-2390. So being a real estate agent or a broker in our area, our houses are spread out. We're not in San Francisco, we're not in New York, where everything is, you know, a couple blocks over where you can walk. What happens in our area, our houses are so spread out. Sometimes we have to drive county to county, and sometimes those can take us hours. And for example, you know, we're on the road right now going to Merced, but to do this TV show, it takes us 3 or 4 hours, and we think it's important and we want to show. But one thing that people always overlook is the time that actually that it takes to do it. My really good friend Janeiro is a producer of the show. He spends hours behind the camera, and he spends hours at the computer making me look good. He never just gets any of the credit, even though he deserves everything in the world. And he always says, you know, he's the brains, he's the brains, but that's okay. He says I'm the beauty. So that works pretty well. But I just wanted to showcase and highlight that, you know, we're always on the road, and when you're on the road going from property to property, you always want to travel with someone you really like. And so I'm really lucky to have such a great friend. Not only a great friend, but also he's more like a business partner to me, because he's the one who's putting my stuff out on the show every week, and you know, he doesn't get a lot of credit. And I just want to take this time while we're on the road, because it's going to be over an hour, and I just want to give a shout out to my good friend Janeiro. And so Janeiro, thank you so much. I appreciate everything you do, and thank you for making me look so great. We're at 2256 Lobo in Merced, California. This home here is 3 bedrooms with an additional option open to a 5-bedroom. It's a very unique floor plan. It's 2,000 square feet. It has a built-in swimming pool and a newer roof. I cannot wait to show you the inside of this home, because people are quoting this as the Winchester Mystery House of Merced. In the first room in Lobo, again, this is 2,000 square feet. This home was added on and added on and added on. And one of these rooms I can't wait to show to you, because I've never been in a house like this. It continues and continues and continues. But when you walk in this home, you're in a nice living room, you walk into it, and it's like, oh, this is a great family environment. I can see my family in here having a great time, surrounding myself with family on a holiday. This is a great room. But the secret is when you keep walking back, what you're gonna find, it's our October episode special, and it's kind of very, well, what's the word I can say? Eerie and almost ominous. That's a great word. That's your Halloween word. So let's continue this journey in this fun Winchester Merced house. We're at the Lobo Winchester Winchester Maciel house. And this house here is very unique, very eclectic, very tile. We have tile floors, tile kitchen, tile through the whole house, tile island, which I love the feature. But one thing that is very, almost unnerving is, you see we have this beautiful fan right in front of me, the Tiffany's drawn light. You have the Tiffany uplighting on the top right here. But if you continue up all the way, there's a skylight above the light. Whoever puts a skylight above a light, I have no clue. It's the first time I've ever seen anyone do this in a home, and it's just a very weird position for a light to be in. People would usually open up spaces like this to have light in, but they actually put a beam across and put light in on top of that. So I think this is one of my funniest and most awkward, challenging things I've ever seen in a room to actually present to you. But I had to showcase this to you. I had to put it on TV, and I had to just bring this to the viewers. We are in the first master bedroom. What I like about this house is this bedroom opens up to a nice built-in pool. Pools in the Central Valley are a must-have between between May and about September. Not the month of Maple, that's not a real month. So with that, whenever you're so hot, it gets about 115 degrees here sometimes, and every time I see a pool, it's like, oh, they got a pool. Thank goodness, because if you see your AC bill can be anywhere from $500 sometimes to $800, just depending the size of the house. And right now that we're trying to save every dollar we can, that's why I really like pools in a house. It saves on cost for the family, it saves on cost for energy, and if you guys are hot, you can just take a dip. And the great thing, it's even hot at night. And so at night, sometimes it gets down to 80 degrees, you sweat, well guess what? You can actually get out of bed and you can actually jump in the pool. So that's what I like about a master that opens up to a pool. You have a nice, huge, big closet, and you have a bath right off of this room. This is the first master in Lobo, and I am so excited to show you why this house is quoted the Merced Winchester house. This room is why this is quoted the Merced Winchester house. If you see around me, there's room after room after room built. It's one of the most awkward things I've ever seen in real estate. I've probably been in 10,000 homes. I've never seen a home designed like this. So if you look all the way to the south of me, there is a room about 20 to 25 feet over there. And if you pan around over here, you actually have a bathroom with a drop-down jacuzzi. And if you pan back to the right with me, or your left, my right, you can see there's an RV access out to this room, which it doesn't make any sense, but it's very this home. And this is why we quoted the Merced Winchester house. Now if you walk with me, I really want to show you this here. There's a space here which is not utilized at all. I do not know what you're going to put here. Some people will put a desk or a dresser, but you wouldn't have a window in this space. They put one in here. So it almost makes this area unusable because of that window. They should actually just put the bath all the way back. So lets me know, very, very strange. Now come to the second of the two masters, and this is open. There's no doors. There's just another room with a fan. There's not a closet in here, so I don't know what they were thinking when they did this house. And I've actually brought a lot of other people in here, and they do not know what they were thinking. We're not sure if the person who built this house originally had something they were trying to build and put on. But again, this is another part of the master, and it just keeps going and going and going. It's the Energizer Bunny of the Winchester Merced house. And now, this is so strange to me because now you have a closet on this side with an open room in the middle and a closet looking on a mirror to make it bigger. I'm not sure. This is a complete mystery. This is why this home is quoted the Merced Winchester house. And if you have the opportunity just to take a look at this house or come in and take a look, we do have people who want to do kind of spirit boxes, some ghost adventure things in. The sellers are hesitant to do that, and this is why the home is vacant. As you can hear behind me, we actually did hear noise, so I'm not sure what that was, but I think it's almost time that me, my friend Janeiro, we're about to get the hell out of here. So the Winchester Merced house has a built-in swimming pool, probably my favorite feature of the house, though it is very awkward to get here. There's only 2 rooms that comes out, and the only way to get to these rooms are through the 2 master bedrooms, one being in the back and the other being on the other side of the house. There's not a traditional living room to come through out here. So it's one of these houses where it's very eclectic. What were they thinking? And it is pretty fun to take a look at this house. So if you want to see the Winchester Merced house, give me a call, Chris Nichols at Atlantic Realty. My number is on the bottom of the screen, 209-777-2390. If you have any other questions regarding real estate, my website is wehelpeverybody.com. You can go on there, you can search for properties, you can ask me questions, and please, please, please follow me on Facebook, link on with me on LinkedIn, and if you'd love to see me on Twitter, my hashtag is Chris at 5 cents. We're standing in the grounds of Merced College, where we've had tremendous amount of athletes. We've had very successful students at this program, at this university. And one of the student athletes who've come through here was actually Ruben Drones, who played for the Denver Broncos and actually won a Super Bowl ring in 2007, I believe. If I'm wrong on the year, please just let me know with comments below. Anyway, I love Merced College. I was lucky enough and fortunate enough to play basketball here under Bill Russell, and this university here gave me my start to my career, my programming. So if you're looking for a home in Merced, a great thing, a great asset of this community is Merced College. It helps people to establish their careers, in which path they're going through, and I still connect with the professors to this campus today.